The man ignored his family's objections and charged straight out of the window on the 20th floor. However, because the railing was too smooth, Jack slipped and fell. Fortunately, he managed to grab the edge of the wall just in time. Even so, the scene still terrified his family. Luckily, Jack usually practiced rock climbing, so his arm strength was excellent, and he quickly pulled himself up onto the rooftop. Without a moment to hesitate, he picked up an iron rod and climbed even higher. Then he adjusted his breathing, sprinted forward, and leaped toward the opposite building, but the iron rod fell to wedge into the wall. At the critical moment, Jack grabbed a protruding stone on the wall. He gasped for air, unable to believe the danger he had just escaped. Watching the poisonous gas continuously rising beneath his feet, he knew time was running out, so he kept climbing upward along the protruding stones. Soon, his entire body was hanging on the exterior wall of the 20-story building. His family below watched anxiously, worried sick about Jack. Fortunately, relying on his outstanding physical condition, Jack made it through this stretch. He continued traversing sideways along the outer wall, searching for a route to the rooftop. Before long, he spotted a stone wall that looked climbable. Jack adjusted his breathing and began climbing upward again. The uneven wall was quickly conquered, but there was still some distance left to reach the rooftop. Jack tried to use a wall-mounted light fixture to climb higher, but with just a little force, the light fixture suddenly fell off. With no other choice, Jack climbed back down and tried to find another route. Thankfully, there were still some protruding stones he could step on. The rooftop was now clearly within sight. Yet at that moment, the rope had reached its maximum length. After hesitating for a brief moment, Jack made a bold decision. Without any hesitation, he untied the safety rope. When his girlfriend saw this, she screamed in panic, trying to stop him, but it was already too late. Jack had already begun climbing the wall with his bare hands. Without the protection of the safety rope, a single fall would mean certain death. Recalling the climbing training he did regularly, he soon reached the bronze statue. With a powerful jump, he grabbed onto the statue's tusk, but he never expected the bronze statue to be so fragile. Just as it tried to pull himself up, one of the tusks suddenly snapped. Thankfully, the other tusk held under his weight. Realizing the tusks were unreliable, Jack immediately pressed his legs against the statue. Then, relying on his tremendous arm strength, he successfully reached the rooftop. He didn't stop to rest and immediately opened the rooftop door. He led his family onto the rooftop, saving everyone. The rescued crowd couldn't stop praising Jack, but the crisis was far from over. The poisonous gas was still rising relentlessly.